So today we do basis of a vector space. Basis of a vector space. Let V be a vector space a subset B a subset B of V is called basis of V if one condition B is linearly independent and second condition B span V. So this condition is simple, you know that it is linearly independent, and this condition B span V means each element of V can be written with the help of elements of B. That means, okay, we understand this with example. Example we understand. Let R square over R is vector space, then show B which contains the element 1 0, 0 1 is basis of R square. So first condition we show B is linearly independent. So first we show the first condition. Let alpha beta belong to R. R is the field we are taking here. R is the field. Then alpha 1 0 plus beta 0 1 is equal to alpha beta equal to 0. This 0 mean actually 0 0 vector. In examples we have done this. So by equating alpha is equal to 0, beta is equal to 0. So B is linearly independent. Now the second we show that B span V. Second, let X, Y be any element of R square, because R square is V is R square here. Then with the B, with help of B, how I can write XY? I can write XY, or I can write X 1 0 plus Y 0 1, that is XY. That means each element or any element we pick from R square, and by using the linear combination these two elements span the element of R square. So this is spanning. Other also some other vector also can be the basis, like the same case if I take here, suppose I take here 1, and here I take minus 1, suppose. Now these vectors are different. Many bases can be there, that geometrically I will let you know. So now show that this is basis, this set. So simply now I have changed, this is minus 1 and this is I have changed 1. That means this I calculate, then this become alpha plus beta, comma, minus alpha plus beta equal to 0, 0. That means this equation become alpha plus beta equal to 0, alpha minus beta equal to 0. And these two equations, this is minus alpha plus beta. If I solve, I simply add this equation, then beta will 0, and if beta is 0, then alpha is 0. So these two equations give alpha equal to 0, beta equal to 0. So this B is linearly independent. Now we check the second condition, B span V. xy any element of R square, then what happen now, because our form is changed. So here I don't know exactly what is the value of we take x and y. So I say xy is equal to, suppose linear combination alpha 1 minus 1 plus beta 1 1, right? That means this become alpha plus beta and this become minus alpha plus beta. Now this gives alpha plus beta is equal to x, and from second part minus alpha plus beta is equal to y. On adding I get beta is equal to x plus y divided by 2, and now what is alpha? Subtract it, then I get if I subtract, this become plus, this become minus. That means alpha is equal to x minus y by 2. That mean I have to rub something. Okay, I rub this part. Now from here you see what happened. Alpha is x minus y. X minus y by 2 into 1 minus 1 plus x plus y by 2 1 1. Now simplify it. This become x minus y by 2 plus x plus y by 2. This is the first component, comma, and the second component is minus x plus y by 2 plus x plus y by 2. Now simplify it. What happened? Okay, I make definitely this y will cut. So x by 2 plus x by 2. That means this is x, comma, this is this x cut with this x because denominator is same. So this become y. See, this linear combination of this vector form the any element xy of R square. So this is you can say basis. Now one more thing I want to tell. Simply geometrically how we can understand this. If this is r square, so r square is formed by two axes, one is x-axis and one is y-axis. So I take unit vector. Actually any vector if I take on this point, on this line, then it is this type of, and any vector on this line is this type of, right? So y is a real number, y belong to, x belong to r and y belong to r, so x can be positive, negative. So I take common this vector along of unit, that means I take 1 0, this is the basis of this line, and here I take 0 1 vector, unit vector. So these two vector form. If I rotate this vector I rotate here, that means now it become 1 1. So this vector and this vector also form basis. So any two vector which are linearly independent, and if the direction is not same or opposite, then all vectors are linearly independent. We have proved earlier this thing. So any two vector, so I can take this vector, that means I can take basis 1, I can take 1 0 comma 0 1, this, and on changing I can take 1 1 0 1, this is also making the basis. I can rotate both vector which we have proved. I can take 1 minus 1 comma 1 1, but should be distinct. You cannot take like B, you cannot take 1 1 and 2 2, because these vectors are linearly dependent. This vector is double of this, and these vectors are linearly independent because their direction are different, and these two vectors has the same direction, so they are dependent. So any two vector, infinite cases, infinite subset, because this is a infinite, r square is a infinite, so any subset which is linearly independent, more than two vector will not be linearly independent. So only two vector will be linearly independent. One more thing here I tell you, dimension of a vector space. The dimension of a vector space is number of elements in basis. That is, the dimension of r square, as we have seen, is 2. Similarly, dimension of r cube is 3, because in R3 there are 3 axes. Now from dimension we can say what is the, let VF or VR, R is the real number, is a set which has matrix A, B, C, D, right, where A, B, C, D belong to R. Obviously, we can show that this is vector space. Now, what is the dimension of V? It is 4. Because what is the basis of this vector space? Basis of VR is 1 0. This is standard basis I am taking, comma 0 1 0 0, comma 0 0 1 0, comma 0 0 0 1. So this is the basis, these 4 vectors, right? These are obviously linearly independent. We can check, because if I take alpha plus beta plus this, that means alpha 1 0 0 0 plus beta 0 1 0 0 plus gamma 0 1 0 0 plus delta 0 0 0 1. Now this may come alpha beta gamma delta equal to 0 0 0. That means this give alpha 0, beta 0, gamma 0, delta 0. So this subset is linearly independent and form the basis, right? So this is the way.